Hi, this is Peter for the Movable Chef. Today I would like to talk about whisks, and specifically what makes a good travel whisk. At home, I'll usually reach for a standard balloon whisk, something like this or like this, to do most of the tasks around the kitchen, whether it's mixing dry ingredients for a batter, or making whipped cream, or making a souffle, whatever I might need a whisk for. This is actually a specialized type of whisk. It's usually used for making a roux or a pan sauce when you're more blending something flat rather than trying to aerate it. So for travel, I actually picked this up a few years ago when I was on a trip because I needed to make beer blanc and didn't have a whisk in the house I was renting, so this is what they had at the grocery store. It works reasonably well, but not great. So what I've discovered recently is this line of whisks by WMF, which is a German manufacturer, German company. And they make a series of ball whisks. So you'll see that rather than being a balloon shape, it's a series of straight wires that terminate in a ball, either stainless steel in this case or plastic in this case. And if you look at the size differential, it's huge. Very big difference in the volume of the implement. This is much thinner, it's a little bit shorter, maybe compare it more with the smaller whisk, but much smaller in volume. And additionally, what I like about it is, if I take this and a rubber band or a piece of Velcro or some kitchen twine and just wrap it around the end, well, now it goes right into a knife bag or it goes right into a carry-on bag or a checkerboard bag very easily. So, easy to travel with, and that was my main interest in them initially. The question is, well, do they do as good a job as a regular or typical balloon whisk? And actually, in my experience, they might even do a better job. I will actually demonstrate that right now by making a whipped cream. I've got about a half cup of cream in a stainless steel bowl. This has been chilled in the refrigerator, so the bowl and the cream are cool. About a teaspoon and a half, 2 teaspoons of castor sugar, just because it dissolves more quickly. You could use certainly granulated sugar, just takes a little longer to incorporate. If you have granulated sugar, you can also just throw it in the blender or food processor and make castor sugar. Because castor sugar would be kind of hard to find. And a dash of vanilla extract. And then you just set to whisking. So the question would be, why you want to travel with a whisk in the first place? And whipped cream is a pretty good answer to that question. When I think about traveling in the summer, early summer, midsummer months, one thing I really enjoy is going to the farmer markets and local produce at the places I visit. And what's always in season, what's always available, berries, fresh berries, wonderful looking fruit. What's better for a dessert in the summer than berries over either a angel food cake or shortcake and whipped cream. So this is actually something I do when I travel. I also find that very often when I get to the house I've rented or the apartment, there's never a stand mixer and very rarely is there an electric hand mixer. So traveling with a whisk is certainly easier than traveling with an appliance. And you'll see that it makes short work of making whipped cream. I'll probably condense this in the video, but nevertheless I'll give you the elapsed time. So you'll also see that the whisk has a shape to it. That is actually intended to work with the way that you hold the bowl when you're whisking. So here we go. And I think we're just about done. So pull this to the bottom a little bit, and you'll see we have whipped cream. Perfectly stiff enough to go on top of any type of dessert. You could probably take this a little bit longer, but this is sort of the consistency that you'd like. Now, when I bought these, they make two different styles. They make a plastic beaded and a stainless. I actually expected the stainless to perform a lot better because of the weight of the stainless steel balls. I thought the plastic balls would be a little too light to actually get the whisking action. In actual use, they work very much the same. I think the wires are slightly thinner in the plastic beaded version, so they both work quite well. And in comparison to a traditional whisk, you'll see the whisking time that you've seen is about the same. The bigger grips are a little more comfortable for me on a balloon whisk, but I find I actually get used to these pretty easily. Change my grip a little bit, use a different hand position than I would for a traditional whisk, but they work quite well. This is Peter from The Movable Chef. If you'd like to see the products I'm talking about, you can visit our website at themovablechef.com. Thank you.